I'm not 100% sure about this reboot. I mean, it could be a lot like Star Wars The Phantom Menace, if you know what I mean.
Tahu, Dali, Ohatu, Kopaka, Anua, and Liwa. It is their destiny to find their masks of power, battle evil, and save the island.
Oh. What's so bland about that? This is awesome! Now, all the way back in October, I put up a video expressing my current thoughts for the upcoming Bionicle 2015, shortly after it was previewed in the New York City Comic-Con. Now, it's December. Christmas time is upon us, and now with the online animations up, we have a more clearer view on what to expect in the upcoming year. And in all honesty, even though the sets are only days from being released, I'm excited for this! All of these animations, including the character videos, are all treats to watch. Not just because they're Bionicle, but because they are well made, and that's coming from someone who has seen a lot of well done animation. It's always nice to see hand-drawn 2D animation in a Flash movie. I feel you don't see that often nowadays. When I saw that image of Pohatu walking in the desert, and it had a mirage effect on him, that's when I knew I was watching something worthy of my time. Speaking of which, he has a new badass voice.
My will is solid rock. I am here to battle evil.
Who would have thought that the once friendly Toa of Stone would now sound like Jason Statham?
Along those lines.
Of course, they're all voiced by the same guy, who is also the narrator, including Gali, but let's talk about her voice later. I especially love the second episode, in which Tahu first encounters the villagers. It's nowhere near as memorable as the original introduction from the Matanui online game. However, here it's more clear that Tahu's a good guy, especially in these moments. True, he starts out sort of a newbie, but becomes badass quite quickly. Speaking of which, the look of the tribe leaders looks neat, a nice departure from the classic Turaga. Yet also reminds me of that Toy Story TV special, The Toy Story That Time Forgot. That is until the Protector rips off his cape, revealing himself to be a badass old man. I just love stuff like that, which is throwing the rug off the audience's feet in terms of assumption. Now that I have praised it, I feel it's time that I talk about some flaws with these animations. The biggest letdown I have with the story animations themselves is that at a length of 1 minute and 30 seconds, they seem a little underwhelming. That they're too short. You know, I would love it if there were even 5 minutes in length. And the following episode is a bit of a letdown, only showing the 6 Toa on their crest. Nothing interesting. But hey, the next episode is called The Protectors Fight Back. Based on that title alone, and the teaser image, you know that something great is gonna happen. Speaking of which, I expressed my worries about the Protectors being bland, nameless characters, and this almost confirms my fear if it weren't for this cute little fella. However, look at the rest of the Protectors. They're all the same build. They're just like the Agori from the Legend Reborn movie. I have a slight theory about this, but I'll talk about it once I get my first Protector set. Throughout the videos, there are some moments in which the animation does seem kind of cheap, but these will all be minor nitpicks. If there were one moment in which I really hate, the sole thing which I can criticize with confidence, it would be Gali's voice. Just listen to it.
It is my destiny to claim my golden mask of power and become the master of water.
Everyone's complained about her overly masculine voice, and while the male narrator does an okay job in making his voice seem feminine, it would be much better if we had an actual female to voice a female character. And for our villain, back in the old days, villains had such creative names such as Borak, Visorak, Pyraka, Baraki, Makuta, Skrull. Now we have a Lord of the Skull Spiders? Ugh. I hate that name. It could easily be the worst villain in the history of... Holy shit. That roar alone makes this character awesome. The saliva coming from its mouth makes it even more badass. Probably more badass than the toy. And let's not end this video without talking about the music. Well, the music... I can't get enough of that theme! It plays in all 6 of the character videos, as well as the recent commercial. And you know why this commercial is so great? There's no voiceover, which you get in every single commercial out there. Just allowing long-time Bionicle fans such as myself to absorb the fact Bionicle has returned. Simple as that. No need for obnoxious narration. Just watch the damn thing and embrace its awesomeness. Well, this whole new experience of Bionicle is missing one thing, but that will be solved soon, in the new year.